What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to part number 2, part dos of the all-time teams science experiment here on NBA 2K20, because, you know, we're scientists. That's what we do here on the channel. We scientists. We got to figure out what's going to happen. We've already done one season, and we've simulated currently halfway, or a little over halfway, of the second season. If you guys forget from last episode, this is what the roster is looking like. I told you guys in the last episode that I turned off the salary cap because it was not working. Like, you couldn't, no teams could sign anybody because everybody's contract was way too expensive. So I turned off salary cap so all the big names would sign with teams. So I had to bring back LeBron James, obviously, and I did sign Kevin Garnett because it's Kevin Garnett. I mean, he's just one of the best of all time. So this is what our team is looking like right now, and hopefully we can win an NBA championship this season. If you remember from last episode as well, the Los Angeles Lakers all-time team won the NBA championship as the first team to do it last season. So that is what I predicted. I did say at the beginning of last episode that I thought the Lakers team would be the first to win an NBA championship in this little science experiment thing that we've got going on here. But I was right. And I don't know who's going to win it this season. We're looking decently well this season so far. We are around the same pace as we were last season, even with the addition of Dennis Rodman and Kevin Garnett and Steve Nash and a couple other guys that we've added. We are actually looking a little worse with this little bit of a losing streak we were just going on there before we beat the Spurs. But I hope that this experiment shows like how bad the real goal of this experiment is, to show you how bad the 2K simulations are, because there's really no reason why this team that I've put together so far just in season number 2 should not have a winning record and have a chance at an NBA championship. I mean, it did do good last season because it was a Lakers and Celtics NBA finals. So that's at least realistic, because both those all-time teams are two of the best teams in this game. So at least that made up for it a little bit. But some of these kind of losses that we're taking, I mean, this is season number 2, so we don't know how the teams have changed over the off-season stuff. I didn't really take a look and see which all-time teams switched it up and stuff, which players went different ways and stuff. So I don't really know. I hope that we do better than getting eliminated in the first round of the playoffs like we did last season. That was just a little bit embarrassing. But I think with the addition of Kevin Garnett, we should be able to at least get to the conference finals. I mean, I said that last season. I thought we were going to get to the conference finals, but I was wrong. And now with this final game against the Pistons, we lose it, of course. We finished 45-37. Magic Johnson is the MVP of the season, averaging 17 points and 10 assists. This guy wins Rookie of the Year, but he didn't play, so that's cool. Magic wins Magic wins Sixth Man of the Year. Scotty's Defensive Player once again, and Most Improved. I don't know how you can be Most Improved after you won Defensive Player 2 years in a row, but it is what it is. And Sean Cartwright is Coach of the Year as he coaches a 72-10 win team. 72-win team. We're going to take a look and see who is the number one team in the NBA. But anyway, we got all NBA first team is Magic Johnson, Penny Hardaway, Tim Duncan, Dirk, and Moses Malone. All NBA second team, Oscar Robertson, Allen Iverson, Karl Malone, our LeBron James, and Wilt Chamberlain. Third team is Russell Westbrook, Jason Kidd, the Cavs LeBron, Scottie Pippen, and Kareem from the Bucks, young Kareem. So defense is Jordan, Wade, Scottie, Tim Duncan, and Bill Russell. Second team, Jason Kidd, Jimmy Butler, AK-47, Bobby Jones, and Hakeem. Rookie team, we don't really care because Cole Anthony, I guess, is the best one out of all those. And then we move on to the playoffs. So the coach of the year is on the Lakers because they finished number one. Boston is number one over on the East. We are the 7 seed on the Eastern side. So we were the 4th seed when I started the simulation. So that shows you how many losses we took. We took a lot of L's at the end of that season. But we're going up against number 2 Philadelphia. I think that's who we played. Funny enough, I think that's who we played in the first round last season, if I can remember correct. It's been a couple days since I recorded this. Allen Iverson, Will Chamberlain, Julius Erving, Billy Cunningham, Joel Embiid, Ben Simmons, Bobby Jones, Carlos Boozer, Andre Iguodala, Doug Collins, Dale Dawkins, Dave Wesley, Henry Bibby, Latrell Sprewell, and that dude that won Rookie of the Year. So, wait, how tall is he? He's a center. He's already 77 overall. He's 7 foot. Wow, that's pretty good. But that's the team that we got to go up against. I don't know. I'm kind of scared to see what we're gonna be. How we're going to be doing, but we can quickly check the stats and see how everybody did. Tim Hardaway, 13.5, 8 assists. D Wade, 18.9, 8 assists. Alonzo Mourning, 17 and 9. Shaq, 8 and 4. Chris Bosh, 11 and 4. Glenn Rice, 7. Where is all the big boy? There they are. LeBron, 22 and 9. Bill Walton, what did Bill Walton get? 3 and 2, and then KG had 10, 8, and 5, almost a triple double for KG. 1.7 and 1.7 for Dennis Rodman. All right, so it's a lot of shared basketball. We don't really have one star that's really taken over because we got a lot of people playing. So let's simulate game number 1 of this first round series against the 76ers. Hopefully they have a better outcome than last year. And it looks like we're going to cruise to a Game 1 victory. Easy money. A Game 1 W. And it's going to be a tougher one, but we do edge out the victory. It's a 2-0 lead for the Miami Heat. And now we're at home, and it's another close one. And it's back and forth, but we do end up with a 3-0 lead in round number 1 of the NBA playoffs. Game number 4, it's back and forth, but we do sweep out the Philadelphia 76ers. Wow, okay. I did not expect us to get a sweep. I thought they'd put up a little bit of a fight. But we're going up against the number 6 seeded Cavs with LeBron James. Boston and New York will go against each other there in the other side. And then Lakers and Warriors and Thunder and Nuggets. So we can check the Cavs roster real quick, check and see what they're working with. They got LeBron, KD, Larry Bird, Julius Erving, Mark Price, Kyrie Irving, Rod Strickland, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Kevin Love, Maurice Cheeks, Ron Harper, Cole Anthony, Tyreek Evans, Aaron Nesmith, Greg Monroe, Mike Young, George King. Wow, that's a strong Cavs team. That is a very small forward, heavy Cavs team, and a very strong Cavs team. I don't know how we're going to get past them. I don't know how they're just a 6 seed, but maybe since they have so many small forwards, they haven't really been able to put it together as a team. So they did beat the Magic 4-1. So let's get right into it. Let's simulate the first game of the second round of the playoffs. We are away from home once again because they are the higher seed, and it looks like they are going to take game number 1. Yes, they do. They blow us out. They absolutely just demolished us. So now we've got game number 2. We're down 1 in the series, and we are going to take game number 2. We tie it up. King James overwhelms the Cavs. But it is LeBron versus LeBron, basically, so it's pretty fair. And they just blow us out the entire game in that one. So it's a 2-1 series lead for the Cavs. We've got the advantage in this one, and we are going to take the game. So we're splitting them right now. It's 2-2. It is 2-2 in the series. Game number 5. And it looks like we take game number 5 away from home. So we have a 3-2 lead in game number 6. Can we close it out and make it to the conference finals? It's a tight one. But they're taking it to a game 7. They are taking it to a game 7. Boston beats the Knicks 4-2. Excuse me. And Lakers sweep out the Warriors. Thunder beat the Nuggets in 7. So it's a Lakers and Thunder conference finals over there in the western side. And on the eastern side, it'll be Boston versus either one of us in game number 7. Heat and Cavs for the chance to go to the Eastern Conference the Eastern Conference Finals, and it looks like the Heat are going to do it. They do. The Miami Heat have beaten the Cleveland Cavaliers in 7 games to make it to the conference finals in the eastern side. It'll be number 1 Boston versus number 7 Miami. Let's check and see who Boston has as we take them on. They have John Havlicek, Bill Russell, Bob Cousy, Kevin McHale, JoJo White, Robert Parrish, Paul Pierce, Dave Cowens, Kevin Garnett, Rajon Rondo, Sam Jones, Marcus Camby, Isaac Okoro, Zeke Naji, Marshawn Brooks, Scott Machado, and that is it. It's a very strong, very strong team that the Celtics are working with. I can see why they are the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, but we got to take it game by game. We got to take it game by game and see what happens. It's a tight one, but it looks like, oh, no. We end up coming back in the second half. We end up coming back and beating the Celtics in game number 1. We take an early series lead here, a surprising series lead with 1 game done, but they come back and they just destroy us. Yes, you see up there in the left, it says they bury us. That is for sure. They absolutely did. It's 1-1 now, as you'd expect. The Celtics come back firing, but now it looks like we're taking a little bit more of an advantage. No, they come back and they beat us by a point. They beat the Heat by a point. Wow. Oh, man. 146-145, and the Celtics lead by a game. It's 2-1 entering game number 4. Let's see if we can try and make a comeback here. No, we are going to lose 3-1 series lead for the Celtics. It's 2-2 over on the West. Oh, this is make or break. This is make or break for your Miami Heat, and it looks like we're going to get blown out. Absolutely destroyed. We just got spanked. Look at that. 127-99, 133-109 to finish out the series for the Celtics. We just got demolished. I don't even know how to explain it. And it looks like the Lakers and Celtics once again, back-to-back finals for both of these teams. Who will take the series this time? It's 2-2. It is 2-2. Oh, baby. 3-2. Lakers could be back-to-back world champions. Are they going to do it? They do it. The Los Angeles Lakers have won the NBA championship for the 2nd season in a row. Magic Johnson, once again, the most valuable player of the finals. Wow. Back-to-back finals for the Lakers and Celtics. Back-to-back championships for the Los Angeles Lakers. They truly are the best all-time team. But now we got player retirements. We got a couple of the older guys retiring. That's all right. League meetings, make sure everything is rejected. There we go. Keep everything the same. League realignment, don't need that. Staff signing, don't need that. Let's go straight to the NBA draft. All right, NBA draft. I did not want to do this. Sim to the end. I did not mean to click it. Sim to the end of the NBA draft. All right, so it doesn't really matter who we pick because, oh, we had an 8th overall pick. Oh, all right. He must be good then. I'll keep him on the team. Team player options. Shaq accepted his player option. That's good, so we can keep him around a little bit longer. But now that salary cap's off, free agency is basically up for grabs. Anybody can go anywhere. And I'm pretty curious to see who we got in free agency. We got Michael Jordan once again in free agency. Do we have to do it? Do we have to do it? The experiment is basically over now. The experiment was just season number 1, but now I'm kind of having fun seeing all the different places that these guys would end up going. So we're going to take the advantage here. If Jordan's here, we're going to give it to him. We're going to give him the contract, player option, no trade clause. We're going to offer him a contract. We really need a Point guard. We need a point guard. Ben Simmons could be our point guard because Tim Hardaway is gone. So Stephon Marbury's also here. You know what? Let's offer Ben Simmons just to see what his options are going to look like. We'll give him a big fat deal. The same as Jordan. Well, not the same because he's not going to get the same amount of money, but we'll give him a player option. The same as Jordan. All right, I think that's good enough. Although Allen Iverson is here. You know what? He's 35. I would like to sign Allen Iverson, but I would like to... Oh, Michael Redd might be good to have. He's a deadeye from three-point range, so let's offer him a decent contract as well. See if we can get Michael Redd to come here. That'd be a nice off-the-bench kind of score. Give him a max deal as well. And he's unrestricted. That's good, too, so nobody can match it. All right, max deal for Michael Redd, and I think that's good enough. So Jordan agrees, Simmons agrees, and Michael Redd agrees. Renounce the right on you, renounce the rights on you, and renounce the rights on Tim Hardaway. Let's do this. Ben Simmons has decided to go... Oh, no, the 76ers have matched Ben Simmons' offer. All right, so Jordan comes here, and Michael Redd will come here. But good old-fashioned 76ers have matched the... They matched the offer. So I am going to sign Allen Iverson. Even though he's 35, he's a 91 overall. He's still got some skills. So we're going to give him about 160 mil. See if he agrees to come over here. Yes, he does. So now we just got to skip to the out of the moratorium period. Skip out of there. There we go. And now we've got signed players. Michael Jordan is coming over here. Kevin Durant goes to the Clippers. Wow. Didn't see that coming. But now we should be able to deal with... young Shaq. Oh, never mind. Get rid of old Shaq. Give me young Shaq. Player option and a trade clause. A no trade clause. Give me young Shaq. Yes. All right. This team is freaking baller now. Where is young Shaq? There's young Shaq. Do we still have old Shaq? We still have old Shaq. So I'm going to trade old Shaq. Trade finder. Let's go down to old Shaq. We don't need two Shaqs on the team, so... All right, let's see. Tony Kukoc. What can we get for old Shaq? Rudy Gobert. We can get Kristaps. That'd be kind of interesting. Dikembe. Ooh, we'd have to give up Bill Walton as well. Is there anybody that... John McLaughlin? Kristaps. But he's expensive. And I don't know if we need another power forward. You know what? I'll do this just to get rid of old Shaq. Okay, so we don't have old Shaq anymore. We have young Shaq now. But look at this team. You tell me this team isn't going to be able to beat the Lakers. We got LeBron, Michael Jordan, Dwayne Wade, Alonzo Mourning, Kevin Garnett, Shaquille O'Neal, Allen Iverson, Michael Redd, Chris Bosh, Glenn Rice, Kristaps Porzingis, Bill Walton, Udonis Haslem, and Precious Achiuwa in that draft pick that we picked in this draft. So you're telling me that this team right here that I've assembled in season number 3 can't win an NBA championship? You're out of your freaking mind if you think that's gonna be the case. But we do have to sign a couple of people back. We got to sign Chris Bosh back, and we got to sign Udonis Haslem back. But I will do that off camera. So let's... is there anybody else here? I don't think there's anybody else here that I really need. We don't really need anybody else. Damian Lillard's here. Alex English would be cool to have. Anthony Davis. Old Kevin Garnett. Old Carmelo. There's not really anybody else here. I mean, there's some people here, obviously, but there's not really anybody else here that I would want. Shawn Kemp. Ooh. We got a lot of big guys, though. We don't really... No. We don't really... No, we don't... I'm trying to convince myself not to do it. We don't need those guys. So, I'll see you guys when we're back in the season. All right, this is this is what I've decided for the rotation for the start of the season. We got Allen Iverson at point guard, Michael Jordan shooting guard, LeBron at small forward, Kevin Garnett at power forward, and Shaq at center, with D-Wade as the sixth man, and then Alonzo Mourning, Michael Redd, Chris Bosh getting minutes. The two young guys are not getting anything. I probably am going to put those guys down on G League just to give us a little bit more minutes to spare. I am going to take a little bit minutes away of these guys because I want to run a little bit of a more small ball, not really small ball, but I want to give a little bit more minutes to these guys just so they can get a little bit of playing time. But that's what I'm going to be doing for the first half of the season. I may change it depending on how we're looking, but you got young Shaq, we got young Kevin Garnett, we've got young LeBron James, not really young anymore, but Michael Jordan and Allen Iverson. I don't know how this team is not going to win an NBA championship. There's really no way it can't, but I guess we'll find out. I'll see you guys at the halfway point of the season. Well, I guess I'll see you guys at the All-Star break, after the All-Star break. Alright guys, we're back after simulating until the game after the All-Star break. We are 34-21 right now, as you can tell by the bottom of the screen. And if we go to wherever it's at, I kept scrolling around the wrong stuff. We can check the stats real quick. Michael Jordan has 21 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 6 assists. LeBron 24 on the defensive side, 6 in total and 9 assists. D-Wade 17 and 6. Allen Iverson 16 and 6. So that was a good signing late in free agency for me, was to grab Allen Iverson. Young Shaq has 15 and 9. Alonzo Mourning 11 and 7. KG has 8 and 8. Michael Redd 7, but that's really all we asked for him. How's his 3-point percentage and stuff going? That's really what we need. He's making 0.473. All right, that's a decent 3-point percentage for what we're using him for. So Chris Bosh has 5 and 2. So Chris Bosh is not getting as much playing time as he probably would like. But I mean, we do have Alonzo Mourning and Shaq and Kevin Garnett and all these guys. So Bosh kind of gets left in the dust a little bit. But I do want to check one more thing. We are currently 5th in the Eastern Conference right now. It's going to be tough to bring down the Celtics and the Knicks. They are the candle bearers, or the flame bearers, whatever you want to say. They are the top dogs of the Eastern Conference, is basically what I'm trying to say. But this is a science experiment. I know it's a couple years down the road in the science experiment department, but I mean, the overall goal is just to see what happens. I mean, we're scientists at the end of the day, so let's simulate to the end of the season. I'll see you guys in the awards. And we're back. All right, so we finished the regular season of season number 3, and we finished 52-30, as you can see down there on the bottom right. I'm not sure if that's the playoff. I think that's playoff worthy, but I'm not sure what seed we are going to be. We might be still number 5, but I don't know. We'll find out when we get there. But Bob Cousy is the MVP for this third season. 23 points per game, 11 assists. Anthony Edwards wins Rookie of the Year with 20 points. Magic Johnson is the 6th man. Who's starting at point guard for him then? If Magic is 6th man. Defensive player again is once again is Scottie Pippen. Zion Williamson is most improved, and Rashid Goodrich is the coach of the year. He's coaching the number one team in some sort of conference, so probably either the Celtics or the Lakers. I'm not sure, but 64-18 is the record. All-time teams, or all NBA teams, excuse me. First team is Bob Cousy, Oscar Robertson. Bob Cousy must have had a dominating year. What's his stats looking like? 23 points, 11. He had a good year, but is it really MVP worthy and stuff? But Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, our LeBron, and Kareem is All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, Penny Hardaway, Tim Hardaway, Cavs LeBron, Scottie Pippen, and Patrick Ewing. Third team is Magic Johnson, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, Grant Hill, and Wilt Chamberlain. Defense is Jordan, our Michael Jordan. Well, there's only one Michael Jordan. Jason Kidd, Scottie Pippen, Tim Duncan, and Bill Russell. Second team is Oscar Robertson, Chris Paul, Kawhi Leonard, AK-47, and Artis Gilmore. And then rookie is Anthony Edwards, Obi Toppin, James Wiseman, LaMelo Ball, and that one rookie of the year last year. I don't know why he's here again. Second team is Jay Scrubb, Armando Bacon, Sharif O'Neal, Greg Brown III, and Lamar Stevens, all from the Milwaukee Bucks. That's a little bit weird, but whatever. And then we go back to the first team. So it's either going to be Lakers or Celtics is that coach. So we can find out quickly with the league standings. 65. Okay, so he's the Celtics coach, 64-18. So we do end up with the 5th seed, it looks like. So, I mean, that's not really that bad, I guess you could say. We finish out with Wade averaging 17-7. Alonzo Mourning averages 11-7. Bosch averages 5-2. Glenn Rice gets 2. Udonis Haslem didn't really play. LeBron James averages 21, 6, and 9. Bill Walton didn't really play. Kevin Garnett averages 9 and 8 and 6 assists. Let's find the rest of these guys. Michael Redd, 7 for Michael Redd. Jordan, 21, 4, and 6. Allen Iverson, 17 and 6. Shaq, 14, 9, and then 1 assist. That's pretty good. And Kristaps 2.7. So he didn't really play much. But when you got that many good players, it's hard to spread the ball around. So that's probably why not many people are getting a lot of the points, like Bosch and Kristaps and all that kind of stuff. But now we're in the playoffs. We're going up against number 4 seeded Orlando. Let's quickly check and see who Orlando has. That's not what I want to do. Let's quickly check and see who the Magic are working with here in season number 3. They may have changed a little bit. Penny Hardaway, who has been a staple of the All-NBA first teams and second teams and stuff. So they got Penny Hardaway, Kevin McHale, Elvin Hayes, James Worthy, Tracy McGrady, Yao Ming, Bob Lanier, Jason Kidd, DeMar DeRozan, Glenn Rice, Rashad Lewis, Scott Skiles, Johnny Moore, Horace Grant, Kelly Tripucka, and Milos Teodosic and Jonathan Gibson. So that is a very interesting team, strong team. Yao Ming's going to be a little bit of a problem, so is Tracy McGrady. And Penny Hardaway, obviously. That's a good 1, 2, 3 right there. They have a good starting lineup. Penny Hardaway, Tracy McGrady, James Worthy, Kevin McHale, and Yao Ming. That's a dominant starting lineup. But is it better? Is it better than Allen Iverson, Dwayne Wade, LeBron James? Actually, no, Allen Iverson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, and Shaquille O'Neal. I don't know. We'll find out in this series. Simulate with simulcast. Game number 1 in Orlando. We'll find out who the better team is. It looks like they're going to take game number 1. They just blow us out of the water. They win every quarter. All right, so we're down 0-1 in the series. Can we take game number 2? We had it there for a little bit. We lost it, and we do end up losing the entire game. We're down 2 in the series. Can we claw our way back? All right, it looks like we are going to extend it with a win there in game number 3. So game number 4 now, 2-1 lead for the Magic. And can we hold on? We do. So we tie it up. James scores 30 as we beat the Magic away from or at home. And in game number 4, we tie it 2-2. So game number 5 now, back in Orlando. The home team has won every game so far, and it looks like it's going to keep that trend as the Magic take a 3-2 series lead. And this is it, Game 6. Can we bring it to 7, or are we going to get blown out here? We actually are pretty close. And it looks like we are going to take it to Game 7. LeBron drops another 30 points, and we take it to 7. It's a 3-3 series lead. The Celtics and Bulls are also in a Game 7. Lakers beat the Nuggets. Spurs beat the Pelicans. Warriors beat the Kings, and the Clippers beat the Thunder. So Knicks and 76ers will play for the right to go to the Eastern Conference Finals, but we have a Game 7 on our hands. Who is going to take it? We are back in Orlando. It's back and forth until the fourth quarter, where we just explode onto the court in the fourth quarter. And, oh, man, we are going to take it. The Diesel overwhelms the Magic. So Shaquille O'Neal must have been the factor in that one. Let's go to the Heat. Yeah, Shaquille O'Neal, 26 points dropped by Shaquille O'Neal as we make it to the Eastern Conference semis. But we will be playing the Boston Celtics. We did not have good luck in the simulation during the season against the Celtics, so this is going to get a little bit interesting. But if you guys need a refresher of who the Celtics are working with, they have MVP Bob Cousy. They have Bill Russell, John Havlicek, Robert Parrish, Jerry Lucas, Paul Pierce, Dave Cohens, Rajon Rondo, Paul Westphal, Dennis Rodman, B.J. Armstrong, Mike Bibby, Isaac Okoro, Zeke Inaji, M.J. Walker, Courtney Ramey, A.J. Lawson. That is who they're working with. It definitely takes a dip after Mike Bibby, but that is all right. They have a very dominant team with Cousy, with who's their shooting guard? I guess it would be Paul Westphal. And then their small forward would be Havlicek. Their power forward would be Jerry Lucas. And their center would probably be Bill Russell. So that is a very dominant starting five. Can we overcome it? We came back in the series. We were the underdogs against the Magic. We definitely the underdogs against the Celtics. Can we do it? We are at the Garden. It's a back and forth game, and then the Celtics, oh, baby. It's tied with under a minute to go in the game. Are we going to jump in here? I kind of want to jump in. I'll see you guys in there. All right, might as well get a little bit of gameplay in here. We don't really get it's a lot of simulations, so we might as well get a little bit of gameplay when we can, especially in a tie game under a minute. And LeBron James, boom, and one, baby. And the and one from LeBron is good. All right. Up 3. Game number 1 at the Garden. Cousy goes in for a Shaq with the block, but Bill Russell with the rebound and the putback. Allen Iverson to Jordan. We can just hold it, really, until last second. Hands it to LeBron. Back to Jordan. Big shot, Jordan, from the free throw line. It's good. What a shot from Michael Jordan. It's a 3-point game, and the Celtics call a timeout. Oh, man. Talk about clutch shooters. LeBron James. All right. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Havlicek. Jerry Lucas for 3. Oh, he missed it. And they're going to have to foul. Jerry Lucas went for it all in game number 1. And Jordan puts it up by 4. And he can ice it here with 5. And he does. Michael Jordan, clutch. Here in the Garden. And it looks like the Miami Heat are going to take game number 1. Havlicek for 3. It's good. Whoa! Havlicek with 3. And with 3 seconds left, Allen Iverson can put this away. There we go. 142 and 1. No! But it's over. Yes! The Miami Heat will walk away with a Game 1 lead. A series lead. What an upset! All right, we're back in the playoff screen. And as you can see, the Heat have a 1-0 series lead over the number 1 seeded Boston Celtics. What a game. And now we go to game number 2. Still at the Garden. Can we keep this momentum? And it looks like we will. We will take game number 2. LeBron James dominates as we take both the games away from home at the Garden. And now we're back at home. And it looks like the Celtics may take game 3 from us. And it looks like they will. They will take game number 3. So game number 4, it's 2-1. And the Celtics fighting back. It's a tight one, but with 1 second left, we're going to take game number 4. It's a 3-1 lead for your Miami Heat in the semifinals. Back at the Garden here for game 5, and it looks like we are going to beat the number 1 team in the Eastern Conference. We do. We beat them 4-1, and we are taking on the Knicks. What a series. And the Lakers have been dethroned. The NBA champions for the past 2 seasons will not play in the finals this year. We are guaranteed a new NBA champion. They won't even make it to the Western Conference Finals. The Spurs have beaten them in 7 games. Wow. Interesting. So the number 1 Lakers and the number 1 Celtics have both been dethroned. So we will have... Oh, I didn't even realize the Celtics were the one that played the Lakers in both finals the past 2 seasons. So we will be guaranteed 2 new teams for this 3rd season. But we have to play the number 2 seeded New York Knicks. I can give you a little look and see what the Knicks are working with. They have Walt Frazier, Elgin Baylor, Patrick Ewing, Dwight Howard, Dave Bing, Klay Thompson, Bernard King, Richie Guerin, Shaquille O'Neal, Steve Francis, Freddie Gillespie, Daniel Turo, Kira Lewis Jr., Jalen Suggs, and then a bunch of garbage guys. But that is not as strong as a team as the Celtics was, and we beat the Celtics in 5 games, so I think we can do this. We've got to make it to the NBA Finals for the first time. We are at the Madison Square Garden, and we lose game number 1. Not a good way to start off. Game number 2, still at the Garden, and we're going back and forth, but we're going to take game number 2. So it's a 1-1 tie here, headed into game number 3 back at home in Miami. And the Knicks are going to take game 3, so it's 2-1 Knicks. Game number 4 now. It looks like we're just blowing them out of the water. Yeah, we just came out angry on that one. It's a 2-2 lead back in Madison Square Garden. Game number 5. The Knicks are mad at us now, and it looks like they take game 5. So it's a 3-2 lead for the Knicks, but the Clippers in 5 games will make it to the finals. So either the Knicks or us will meet them there. Game 6, excuse me. Game 6. Who will make it to the finals? It looks like it's going to be the Knicks all the way. Yeah, they're already up 104-86. I don't think we're coming back in this game. And we are going to be beaten in 6 games by the New York Knicks. So it'll be a Knicks and Clippers NBA Finals, and the Knicks are going to 7 games. The Clippers have won the NBA championship, so the title stays in LA. It just goes down the coast to the Clippers. Wow. Kevin Durant is your finals MVP. Let's check and see who the Clippers have. Who do the Clippers have that won the NBA title? Because we already looked at the Knicks team. We know who they got. The Clippers have Steve Nash, Tim Duncan, Kevin Durant, Willis Reed, Moses Malone, Chris Paul, Jerry Stackhouse, Danny Manning, Dale Ellis, Eric Gordon, Hassan Whiteside, Corey Maggette, Norm Nixon, Isaiah Miller, DJ Carton, CJ Williams, Thomas Welsh. Wow, that is a strong Clippers team. I can see why they won the NBA championship this season. That is actually really crazy how strong that team was. But we've gone 3 seasons. I don't know if I'm going to go another season or not because the experiment is kind of done now. The experiment was done in season number 1. The Lakers won the title. So now it's basically just seeing what kind of players will go where and stuff. But we've gone 3 seasons. We couldn't get it done. The farthest we've gotten is the NBA or is the Eastern Conference Finals. If you guys want to see another part to this and have me go another season or 2, then I will definitely do it. You guys let me know. But I'm gonna call it a day here. That is gonna be the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to smash that like button, the notification bell, and the subscription button while you're down there. It takes a few seconds, if that, and really something. I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!